Hello there, hope your family and friends are well. So I've connected the Headrush Prime up to the Headrush Cloud and I've downloaded a few patches and I've even uploaded one as well. So what I want to sort of cover today is what you probably need to do prior to connecting the Prime to the Headrush Cloud, and it'll give you this functionality so you can download packs. Now at the moment you can see there's only a few packs, but we'll go over that shortly. Now prior to connecting to the Headrush Cloud, what you need to do is go to the Headrush webpage, which is headrushfx.com, click on the Community tab, then click on Headrush Cloud. Now when you click on the Headrush Cloud, what it'll do, it'll go to another screen which will say Welcome to Headrush Forum. Now what you need to do is sign up. So sign up, give yourself a username, email address and password, and then you're done. That's fine. So you're ready there. You're ready to go. Then what you need to do is go back to your Headrush pedal board, Headrush Prime pedal board. I'm kind of getting used to calling it Prime because I've had the Headrush pedal board since 2018, but this is the Prime unit. Go back to Headrush Cloud, click on the Headrush Cloud icon. This will take you to a screen that might say skip or connect to the cloud or connect to Headrush Cloud. Once you click on connect to Headrush Cloud, what it'll do, it'll pop up with another screen, and what it'll give you is, I think they're called QR codes, and on the QR code itself, what it'll be something like 9 characters or something like that you need to type into your browser. Now when you get to this point, what it'll tell you on this screen towards the bottom, I think underneath the QR code itself, is it'll tell you to connect or go to your browser. So you go to your Apple Mac browser or your Windows browser, and I think you type in device.headrushfx.com and that'll pop up. It'll ask you to input I think it's a QR code. Once you input the QR code and the Headrush Prime syncs with your, because you've already logged into the Headrush forum, you'll see the following screen. Prior to this screen, sorry, what you'll see that it's connected, and then you're good to go. You'll know you're connected because first of all you'll see this. That's my account. You see that your Headrush Cloud, but also you need your wireless enabled before you do any of this anywhere. So what I'm going to do is just quickly go over what I've done this morning, and then try it yourself. Give it a go. It took me maybe about 15 minutes to connect when you're creating yourself a new account and so on and so on. But once it works a treat. It really is good. So what we're going to do is, I've already downloaded some Al Joseph patches. They're called rigs, but I call them patches. Well, let's just call them rigs, just for so everybody knows what they are. Now, as you can see, I've already downloaded one. But what you can actually do is, if you're thinking, well, okay, well, what if I don't like it? And what effects are in this? So what you can do is you click on the icon. Once it draws, it shows you a screen and it shows you the effects that's in your rig, which is really good. I quite like this actually. If you scroll up, it'll tell you a bit more about what's in the rig itself. Not really much in this one actually. So that's one I've done. And I've got the two that I've done for about 4 or 5 actually. So if you go to this one, yes, it's a few more effects in there obviously. Now what it does, now this is interesting. I didn't think it was going to do this actually, because when you download patches and you import them in onto the Prime or the other Headrush pedal board, the MX5 or the gig board, generally you'd use your, I think it's a USB-A connection, I think it is. And then once you use the original USB cable that comes with the unit, you just copy and paste your patches over. I've got a video which I'll link to this to show you how I back up my stuff, and it goes over where you can copy things over and so on and so on. So that'll be linked to this video, so it'll give you an idea of what you can actually do is make copies, but customize the menu system a little bit more, the file structure and folder structure within the Headrush. So what we've done, I've downloaded a few of these packs from the forum, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is we're going to download a new one. So let's go for one of Niley's. Now Niley was original. She was one of the original artists that had an artist pack out back in maybe 2018, maybe middle 2018. late 2018, which you could download. So this pack is one of the original ones which came out quite a few years ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for one, and we're going to preview it first, and then what we're going to do is we're going to download it. So let's go for this one. So I'll look at this one first. There we go. Scroll up so it tells you a little bit about it, and there's not much in there actually. Now what I would like to know of Headrush is by clicking on the, so I think by clicking that little button there, which is the Ronnie James Dio horn sign, is it'll indicate that you'll actually like the patch. So it'll give you like a thumbs up to say I like this patch, blah blah blah. I don't know what does this do. So if anybody can tell me what this play button does. I thought what it would probably do is it would play audio examples of this particular rig. Now that would be fantastic if it does. That would be really, really good. But I can't hear anything. I've got headphones in and also connected this up to a speaker, the FRFO 108 speakers I've got. Didn't hear anything at all. So if it does anything, anybody from Headrush or anybody who's done this, they can hear something, that would be great. You can download the rig from here if you want to, but we're going to go back to the main screen and we're going to download it. So it's very similar to the previous screen. So if we click on the download icon, as you can see there, we're going to say download. You'll see a little progress bar that just popped up shortly, so you know it's downloaded. So that's great. So we've downloaded one. Also what you can do is you can browse if you want to. Click on browse. There's mine. So mine's a roughly new one, so that's just gone on a little while ago. So that's what I've done in mine. So mine is like a 1950s, like a surf. I was trying to do a Beach Boys sound, and I used this back in, I think it must have been, I reckon it must have been late 2018. We were doing a corporate event, and somebody wanted some like 1950s Beach Boys, that sort of sound. We thought, yeah, okay. So I created one of these, and it sounds okay. So this, so you can download this. So this is called 50s West Coast. So that's a free one. That's up in the cloud now. But you can do, but you can browse. I mean, the browse functionality, you just type in there what you want to look for. But if you want to browse by, you'd have to browse by. So there's a Sonic DNA one up there actually. That's interesting. But there's a few up there, to be honest. AJ Wild. So what you need to do is you need to let's pick one. So if we go to Mick, let's say one by Mick, whoever Mick is. Let's type in Mick, and then what that should do, it should show the mix patches. There we go. They're all the mix patches. Quite nice ones to look like actually as well. Nice one, Mick. And so on and so on. I mean, you can look for other people's there as well. To upload a rig, what you do is that the fact is there's a little icon there. I haven't put anything on there yet for me, so like a little face or something. But if you click on that little icon there, which is cloud icon, and type, click on rig, and then what I would do, I would choose the 50s West Coast, and what it'll do when you do that, it asks you for, you just put a bit more information about the description of what it is and a few other little things, and then you click on upload, then it appears in the cloud. Same thing with AMP clones as well. I mean, this will change obviously over the course of the next few months. Probably going to get a couple of more updates on the Prime, I'd imagine, over the next few months as well. So it might have a bit more functionality on this side as well. As we can see at the moment, there's not very many packs there to download, but I'm assuming Headrush are going to get around to sort of having a look at this. And the more and more we use this, Headrush might think this is pretty good, because everybody wants. It's quite nice having Wi-Fi functionality to download firmware updates, but also to download patches as well. But also what you do when you download something. So let's go to, I've downloaded a Tracy Guns patch already, or rig. So I call them patches, but they're called rigs. Now what you do is when you look at the patch itself, or the rig itself, sorry, apologise for that. You scroll down, what it actually does when you download it doesn't state on this one, but generally what it states and the patch itself, let's go to that one. if it has a custom impulse response, it hasn't got it on. I know Al Joseph says, let's go back to Al's. Let's go to that one. Now Al's patches do use impulse responses, as we can see there. What it does, when you download this patch, it includes the IR in the patch, so you don't have to look for it. It's already associated, which is absolutely brilliant. So that's Al's. Just to find out what you've uploaded, if you click on the My Content, it'll show you there's mine. So at the moment I've got no horns up, which is fine, that's okay. Now when you've downloaded these, it doesn't really give you an idea where you are. So what I've done is I've already created a set list, an AJ set list. Now let's go to the set list. AJ. Now you can see in the set list is I've got Atomic Ed, which is basically one of Tracy's patches, which I believe is based on Atomic Punk. So that was a song from the first Van Halen album. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add something to the set list. Got those there. I mean, you can connect to these any way you want. It really, I mean, you can. Everyone's got different ways of adding things, but this would be the traditional way. Click on the pencil icon. Type in Lily. There we go. Pop that in. That's added. Save. Back to there. Back to there. Go to my rig. And there we go. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So this is functionality. This is brilliant. It really is good. Let's go back to the forum. Not very many to choose from. Obviously, you've got Al's, Nilly's, Rob's, Tracy Gunn's. A couple of Chop Tones ones, which are pretty good. Headrush, there's quite a few patches there. You already have patches installed onto the Prime unit anyway, but it's not as much as the original pedalboard patches because there was quite a lot. I'm assuming over the next few updates we're probably going to get a few more impulse responses and patches and a few extra effects, which is going to be great. So this is brilliant, and the fact is that let's go for that one. Let's go for lead. The fact is you can do this and it shows you watches in your patch. This is really good, and I love it that the fact is it does associate the IR, which is absolutely brilliant. So then what we do is we'll go back to where we were, go back to my rig, and what we're going to do is we're going to click on one of Al's, and then there we go, there's our impulse response assigned. Oops, there we go, brilliant. So it's a matter of just looking at this and shaping it to the way you want. Now on the Headrush website as well, under the artist section, there is still a lot of packs to download. I'm assuming eventually what's going to happen on the cloud itself is you're going to have this functionality where you can download a lot more. So I'm looking forward to this. So thanks for Headrush for doing this. I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you like what you see, just click on the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll create some more content soon, probably more patches soon. So I'm going to get back on more about playing guitar rather than sort of do these, but I don't mind doing these actually as well. So this is a new thing. I learned this today, so I thought, you know, I'm going to share this because it took me, I'll be honest with you, it took me maybe 10 to 15 minutes to connect to the forums. So once I created my account and password and I got the Prime synced with the Headrush forum, it was a breeze. It really is good. But again, thanks for watching. Hope your family and friends are well, and I'll create some more stuff soon. So bye-bye for now.